suspect that even this August deadline, the drop-dead deadline, is going to be pushed back because these better-than-expected revenues coming in, I guess they were far better than a year ago as far as the deficit was concerned for April. So this could push it back still more, right?
Absolutely could, Neil. They keep changing the date. And, you know, ever since the start of the 112th Congress in January, members have been told, oh, well, you know, we've absolutely, there's no question, but we absolutely have to raise the debt ceiling. It would be irresponsible not to. It would be irresponsible to raise the debt ceiling without reducing spending. And I mean significantly reducing spending. If they're talking about raising the debt ceiling, whatever that magic date is, August the 2nd or whenever, $2 trillion, then we need to cut spending $2.5 trillion.
But that apparently, I'm told, sir, is a non-starter with the White House so far. It could change. But then where do we stand with this?
Well, I'll tell you where we stand with it. Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution gives the Congress the authority to raise revenue and appropriate spending. Now, we have abrogated that responsibility to the Secretary of the Treasury. I'm not sure it's such a good idea, particularly with this Secretary of the Treasury, but it is our responsibility, and the President's not going to push us around on this, and I'll guarantee you that you're going to see the majority House members draw a line in the sand on this, and many are not going to vote to just simply vote for an increase in the debt ceiling without significant. In fact, most of us have signed a letter to our leadership, to John Boehner, and Majority Leader Eric Cantor, just saying that very thing, that, you know, let's, if we raise the debt ceiling, let's have a balanced budget amendment as part of that. Let's have absolute statutory caps on spending as a percentage of GDP, and let's bring it back down to 18%.
All right, but if it doesn't happen by August and they have this debt shutdown, you would vote no on raising the debt ceiling, right?
Neil, I would, and I think, okay, and I'm so glad you gave the results of that latest poll, American people, because I want them to understand, I want the rest of them to understand that the country doesn't go off a cliff at that certain date, because revenue continues to come in, tax revenue, and we just simply prioritize. We pay the interest on the debt first. We make sure that seniors get their Social Security checks, and we honor Medicare. But when we get to discretionary spending, you know, whether that's the Department of Education as an example, or Department of Commerce,
but in
then
other
all
words,
of a sudden
there are
we
ways
reach in the hat and decide
to do it. Understood.
Absolutely.
Congressman,
for sure.
Thank you very much. Have yourself a good weekend. Phil Gingrey.
Neil, you too. Thanks a lot.
Of Georgia. All right, well, they